Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yes, indeed, it's the Williams.
Yes, indeed.
We're back once again with another edition of Love Unscripted. And so, this is my lovely wife, Ramona Williams.
Hello.
And my name is Wilbert, aka Will Williams.
Oh, I like it when you give your non-governmental name.
And so, we're here tonight just saying thank you for giving us an opportunity to speak our perspectives on different things and, just different ways of looking at situations and moments in your marriage or in our marriage. Because
it's a lot of it. I think is our marriage highlighted in different perspectives.
Correct. And
right?
and what we do is we look at our experiences as, hey, what if someone else out there is experiencing some of the same things or similar?
And we're pretty.
Go ahead.
I cut him off. This is the second time. And we're pretty open and I think transparent because we do believe this is purposeful. So we just don't mind sharing with you and believing that your life can be impacted in a positive way.
Absolutely. And so tonight's topic is called Tit for Tat Part 2. It might be a little bit of different tit for tat. Most cases, you look at tit for tat as what you do in a way to get back or take revenge on something that was done for you. And if someone does something to you that offends you, angers you, hurts you, disappoints you, you try to, or most kids, you would try to, and a lot of adults, you would try to do something just as bad or even more or worse to them.
You know what? Sometimes we call it being petty. Like I'm gonna be, petty, or have my petty game strong, or whatever you want to say to it about it.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
That is really a good way of looking at it. And sometimes you let tit for tat go on forever.
Ever.
And so, like our message says, marriage has no room for tit for tat or that kind of tit for tat. So today, our tit for tat phase 2 is a flip of what tit for tat would normally do.
Be strong. Phase 2.
Yes, part 2. And it came from a spin from something that my wife said in the last video, so please watch it. And what if tit for tat was flipped? Instead of it being a bad thing, what if it was in a framework of good things? So let's start this up. Say, for instance, if your wife, your spouse, or your husband did something good to you, good for you,
good, happy,
good with you,
put a smile on.
There you go.
The same thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
On your face.
Yeah, just surprised you, just made your day.
Oh my God, Dale, you made me so happy. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this.
Absolutely. But then you showed your appreciation, showed your gratitude, but then you turned around and said to yourself, I'm going to outdo what my spouse, what my wife, or what my husband did for me to make me feel happy. A different version of tit for tat.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of tit for tat that marriage has room for, not the other. This one builds relationship. This one builds communication. This one builds making whoopee. I said that. Yes, I did.
This is what I do on a regular basis. I'm not surprised. I just flow with it.
I just made it PG-13.
A continuation
of
what I do on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And this is a good way of looking at tit for tat.
Yeah.
So always try to make your spouse smile,
Mm.
say good things,
Mm.
do good things,
Mm.
be understanding, be affectionate. You know, what if your husband was so understanding of the wife that when the wife wanted to do something, the husband says, "Yes, babe. Hey, if that makes you happy, go for it. You want me to join you? Absolutely. Go to it, enjoy it, do it together, make the most of that moment." Then, when the husband says, "Hey, babe, I want to go and do this," what would this version of tit for tat say?
Of course. Matter of fact, would you also like to do X, Y, and Z? How about we add another layer to that? Oh, you want to go to the football game? How about I invite all your friends? I'm being extra, but yes, and just now when I was doing all of this, I was really taking it in because hearing my husband say those things, because it is a beautiful way to look at your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful way to intentionally say, man, I want to make my spouse happy. And when you think about it, okay, I have another thought that just came to mind. I have two other thoughts.
Mm.
But when you think about it, um, it's something that should be natural, and just depending on where you are in your marriage and how life kind of happens sometimes, those things can kind of fall to the wayside, right? Like, yes, I do want to do the positive spin on tit for tat, but we have so much going on, and I don't think about it. So, when it is on your radar, having an opportunity to just really like one up your spouse with that.
Right.
The other thought that
I like that one up.
yes, that's one up your spouse.
One up your
In a
spouse.
positive way. Like,
Yes.
man,
Yes.
Another thought that I had was, um, what are the feelings that you are feeling when your spouse does one up you in that positive way?
Mm.
Like, how did it make you feel? Like, really take that in. Did they make me happy? Did they make me overjoyed? Was I feeling just a sense of tranquility? Like, what was it that you felt? And think about not just think about, oh, I want to one up them, but think about how can I make them feel those positive vibes, those good things on another level, right? So I know it may sound like, oh, you're just saying to one up them, but no, I'm really saying to get into the meat of it and think about, man, because everybody wants to feel good. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are, what you do. You want to have those feelings that make you like walk away just thinking like, man, my spouse is the bomb. I've married the greatest. I have the GOAT on my team.
Come on.
Right?
I called her that.
He did. That was actually on my my birthday card envelope was the GOAT wife.
Greatest of all time.
Wife.
That's
so. But
go ahead, man.
but everybody wants that feeling to know that, hey, this person is on my side, and whenever you have that opportunity to express back to them something that that they gave to you, like that transference of greatness, of feeling amazing, like it makes you just really walk away like, man, yes, I hit the jackpot, Lord, you did your thing with this one. And so it does take that practice, it does take the work, it takes consideration, it takes intentionality, it takes discipline, all of those things that you do when like you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to move up on your career. I think it takes just kind of thinking about it just maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I can't remember, but hopefully it'll come back to me.
So let me give you an example of this version of tit for tat. So my wife, we love cuddling. Yeah, we love cuddling, y'all. Just putting it out there.
Keep going. Keep going.
So she said to me once we were about to get up and move around, "Hey, want to go for a walk through the neighborhood?" Now, mind you, I'm chilling at the house. I'm thinking, we're just gonna chill at the house. Not one moment did I think walk through the neighborhood. Not 1 second, not an inkling. I'm like chilling, watching a TV show, cuddling, enjoying being in the house, day off. Not thinking about, it's not even a workout day. But you know what? My wife asked that question. I did not hesitate to say yes. I didn't ask why. I didn't want to know why. She wanted to go. I said, okay, that's tit for tat. And you know what? We got dressed, threw on some workout clothes, made our way out the house, got hydrated a little bit, and walked for like an hour through our neighborhood, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the beauty of our neighborhood, enjoying the activities that were going on with, at the baseball park and basketball court, people out there playing football, enjoying the streams, the trees, the waterfalls.
You taking them on the walk with us?
Oh yeah, see it with me. The contour of our neighborhood, which we hadn't experienced yet. Now we've driven it, but we haven't walked it like that, have we?
No.
So getting out there and enjoying it like that, to me, that is tit for tat part 2. Upgrade it. So I would say to you as husbands, I would say to you as wives, be open to experience some of the suggestions that your spouse may have, because it's a feeling that they have at that moment. Help them enjoy it by participating, by going in totally open to it. Yes, I don't like mosquitoes. My wife may have said this. I'm not a fan of mosquitoes. I'm out there, mosquitoes are attacking me. But I finished. And I did it for my baby. Tit for tat. Part 2.
I'm speechless. Yes, all of that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I think is that if I can speak to his tip for tat, is he really does not like mosquitoes, y'all. Like, I can't even explain to the level that he doesn't like mosquitoes. And I think sometimes your tip for tat could make you a little uncomfortable. You doing things that you might not necessarily, I'm not saying anything that's going to cause you harm or, make you need to go to therapy after it has happened. Yes, we believe in therapy.
Oh
so
my goodness, that's funny.
Make you go to therapy, but I know it made him uncomfortable, and he got bit, and I actually saw the big old mosquito, because he made it a point to show me his hand before he plucked it off.
That actually happened. It was a
and,
monster.
And so we could have, and that happened, probably 5-10 minutes into the walk. So
yes.
We could have turned around at that point and said, no, there are too many mosquitoes. But he knew that would make me happy.
Absolutely.
And that's what we did. And just to know that, I can bring happiness to him, he can bring happiness to me, and sometimes in the most simple ways, I think is brilliant for a marriage. Like, that tit for tat didn't cost us anything. And we probably gained something from that. Health, walking, communicating, things that he had mentioned that happened. So definitely try this out, I think. Try it out. And let's say you're watching this video without your spouse. How about you just one day,
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Don't tell them about the video. Tell them later so they can watch it as well. But, don't tell them about it. Hey, you know what? I'm going to do a tit for tat with my wife or my husband. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to cook them their favorite, whatever on a day that they probably wouldn't get it. Or I'm going to make them a cake or, bring them home their favorite, whatever. uh, surprise them in whatever type of way and see the reaction.
Yes.
See what comes out of it. You know, now if something negative comes out of your tit for tat that's positive, you just pray. That might be a praying moment. But I am 99.9% sure bringing that type of unexpected, like just because you are who you are to me, is going to bring something positive. And think
Mm-hmm.
about the continuation of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, you
That's
do it
beautiful.
one time, you do it again, it's going back and forth. Y'all are
Volleying.
volleying that thing, and just do it into infinity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there really won't be a whole bunch of room for the other things that come into play that sometimes get us off course. There's not a bunch of room for anger and frustration and madness. Even though I'm not saying that those things won't happen, but you're gonna have more of the positive things, more of the things that even if it's, I don't know, turning down the bed at night before your spouse gets in it, and you,
Yeah.
and taking off all the extra pillows that your wife has on the bed. Just the simple things, right? And I know we're being kind of silly, but I know for a fact, we know for a fact
Yes.
that it works. It has helped us, and it doesn't take a whole bunch of talking. You don't have to go to the dialogue room about it. Oh, but let me say this, and I'm gonna stop talking because I'm talking a lot. I just said you don't have to go into the dialogue room about it, but dialogue rooms can have positive
Oh yes.
communication
That's good.
opportunities as well, right? So maybe you do go into the dialogue room and discuss how does it make you feel when your spouse does that. Like, and I think that could be such an intimate moment as well. You just taking a moment to say, "Hey, babe," like in a very intentional way. Having a conversation doesn't have to be long, or if you want it to be long, it can. But taking it to the dialogue room and just having that moment to express really how that made you feel, and how having those moments is has helped your marriage or whatever. So
Mm,
yeah.
you know, this type of tit for tat is going to make you creative, especially if you practice it like what my wife had said earlier in the video. Practice it. It's going to generate creativity because, you know, my wife is pretty creative. And for me to be able to, I guess, measure up to that kind of tit for tat, I've got to be creative too. And so it'll begin to spiral into something, I think, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find yourself, once you dive into that type of mindset, I think it'll be reciprocated over and over and over again. The benefits of it, man, could be super healthy, mentally,
Yeah.
physically, emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
all of that, because you're sending good vibes, you're creating good
Yeah.
vibes, you're creating good dialogue, you're creating excitement, you're creating joy,
Mm-hmm.
being creative. You're creating so many moments that it'll show on your face when you're home, when you see your spouse. It'll
Mm-hmm.
show on your face in public. You'll be thinking about what your husband or your wife just did for you. It'll
Mm-hmm.
show why she's so happy, or why he's so happy, or he comes in excited, or she comes in excited. It's such a benefit to doing the type of tit for tat that we're talking about in this video, and it'll make your life, I think, um, so more enjoyable, so more peaceful, so more
Some more.
huh
Some more.
so more
So much more.
so much more. Well, I'm country, so much more to me is so more.
I was like, what? I mean, it made. I got what you were saying. So
so
yeah.
so that developed over time. Imagine your children, watch this now, your children seeing the mother and the father
Mm, mm, mm.
enjoying each other so much that they want that same type of marriage when they grow up, when they get married. They'll want a husband, the daughters will want a husband that is like her father. And vice versa. The son will want a wife that's like his mother because they see that. They grow up with that and they desire that.
Oh, that's, let's think about that topic for next week because we could, I mean, if we got into talking about that, that would be a whole nother 20 minutes. I think that is so deep. Let's remember that for next
Absolutely.
week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we speak that you have a ridiculous amount of tit for tat in the phase two or part two of tit for tat. And just watch your marriage explode and blossom into just greatness. I even feel, for people who are going to take on the challenge, that I see smiles already on your face. I even see like your your mind is clear, your thought processes are clear, that you're going to be able to function throughout your day in a way that you cannot wait for that next opportunity. And it's going to grow your marriage. It really is going to grow your marriage.
Absolutely. Tit for tat, part two. Revised, upgraded. Hope to you all. Blessings to you. Blessings. Blessings to you all. You're no longer two.
But you are.
You are one.
Give me my tip for that. All right.
We're done. Peace out. See you next time.
Oh, peace out. Okay.